Okay, I don't know how this is going to come out. It's very, very windy. So we're here at our first show of the anniversary season. So Swamp Thing is now on its big wheels and we're getting ready to do our first show here at Yarmouth. Now the show here at Yarmouth is in the evening, so it's just coming up to 7 o'clock now. The show starts at 7:30. So the crowds are just coming in, but I think Swamp Thing is going to look amazing under the lights. Okay, so we did the show at Yarmouth. We'll show you some of the clips of it. It absolutely threw it down for the first show of the season. And Swamp Thing, it's absolutely filthy. Now, it isn't mud that's on it, it's dust and a lot of water. And the problem with it is it gets absolutely everywhere. So everywhere is coated. So going to cover up the top of the supercharger and the top of the exhaust, and then we spray it with Power Max snow foam to loosen up the debris, and then we jet wash it off, and then you have to go and hand wipe absolutely everything to go around all the tubes. I'm going to take some of the Lexan out because I didn't actually physically clean all of the Lexan before we went to the last show. So let's get this thing looking spick and span. Here's a montage.
Suck me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes up.
So that is the body all done with Power Max Blizzard snow foam. Now we're going to go over with some microfiber towels, dry it off, and then we can put on some Power Max summer jacket to protect dirt from sticking to this chrome wrap. Okay, so we've been getting on with getting the truck all clean. So I've been using, of course, Power Max summer jacket. This is really good for this. It stops dirt sticking to the truck. So even when we're at a show and we need to wash it, we can get most of the dirt off with just the jet wash. We don't have to use a brush or nothing because it stops all the mud sticking to the truck. Also, what we've done now Got the new fuel tank in there. What I've done, on my old fuel tank, it used to have something to hold the filler cap on. This one, I just put this lock wire on it, so when you undo this, and it doesn't fall off onto the floor, so you don't have to keep combing down to go and get it. Yeah, so I've done that. So this is part of the LED system. So we've got a nice LED that goes all around that. So that's on there now. And then on the underside, we've got LEDs that clip under here as well. So we can turn all them on. And then of course they're green. And Georgina has been getting all the Lexan clean. So all the Lexan is all clean. She's had to take it all out the truck, clean it and put it back in. And now she's just on to just finishing off the front. I think she might have actually finished it now. Yeah. So that's all done as well, and she's polishing the shocks. So all I've got to do now is paint the shocks. But what I'm actually going to do is in the transfer case in there, I'm going to take off the top cover, and I'm actually going to gear it up a little bit. Last time out, it's got quite a bit more power actually. I don't know what these cylinder heads have done. It feels like it goes through the gears really quick. Same gearbox, everything's else the same ratio. So we're actually going to gear it up a little bit. And I'll show you how we do that now. So on the monster truck, this is the transfer case. It does 3 things, believe it or not. So the drive comes in the back of it, and this is what makes it 4-wheel drive. So it's got gears that come down here, which I'm just about to take the cover off now. So it makes it 4-wheel drive. Also drops the height, so the gearbox is up here and we're actually taking it down there, so it drops the height of the angle of the prop shafts. And it also rotates the drive of the engine, because the engine is actually facing backwards, so this actually turns round the drive of the engine. So here are the quick change gears. So they're the gears, and now I'm going to take these off. Now I've got to make sure that one washer's there. So there's some little washers that come off with these. So now I can pull these gears off now, here, and then take that one off, and I can change the gear ratios. So that's them off. And now let's go and find what ratios I've got. Okay, so this is the gear set I took out, and that is 1-to-1. So what we're going to do, so you've got all my other gear ratios lined up here. The next step up from that one is this one, and then we go from that one to this one, and then that is the highest gear ratio. So it's a bit like on a mountain bike. So if that's spinning round, that's larger than that one. So if that spins around once, this has to spin round more than once. If you wanted to gear the truck down, swap the gear ratios round. So that would be really low gear. That would do wheelies really, really easy. But you'd lose speed really quick. So yeah, that is 1-to-1. We're just going to go up from one of them onto this one. So that's 33 gears on the top to 28 on the bottom. This one was 34 on the top to 25 on the bottom. Even though I've written 27, it's actually, I've swapped them round. Yeah, so that's 25 on the bottom. So that one's quite a big jump. And this one, I haven't written it on that one what it was. But yeah, so that's the next step up, is that one. So we're going to go for 33 on the top, 28 on the bottom. So let's just put the gears back in. So that's the top one on. And then we line up the bottom one, and that's the bottom one on. Then we put on the couple of shims, and then we just make sure they've got a nice load of grease on all the gears. It's already got gear lube in there. We just want to make sure we've got a nice coating on the grease. So that fits in there nice. Got a nice engagement on those. So let's just take them off, grease them all up, and then we can reassemble everything in the transfer case. Alright, so what we're doing at the moment, we're going to do a leak down test on the supercharger on the top of the bird catcher. This sets how much fuel it's got at tick over. The way we do it, we get feeler gauge, put it under there, set it at 10 pound, pull that out, just pulls out nice. So that's how much air's going in at the top there. Next thing we do is need the leak down tester. So we set this, it's just creeped up just over 0, so I'll have to just bump it off just to get it to go down a bit. So I want to set that at 0. So just do it little bit by little bit. So that's at 0 now. And what we've done here, we've blocked off everything to do with the fuel. So that's the return. That one there goes to the bottom injectors, because all of what we want to do is just do the top injectors. And this one here is the high-speed bypass. So we've just got the air line here. That's going into this, which is the metering valve. So that's where the fuel would normally go in. And all we're wanting to do is see how much fuel is going to the injectors. The number we're looking for is 75%. So we're almost there at 75%. To adjust it, we just need to wind this in and out. It's got left and right-handed thread. So yeah, just check this off, make sure it goes back to 0. And it's just gone past 0. So I think if I bleed some pressure off, and we're at 75, so just need to adjust it a little bit and then we'll be good to go. Is loaded in the trailer. Next stop, Truckfest Peterborough. See you there.
Suck me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the black and